Good morning folks, and welcome to the first of my vlogs. It's the first one we've tried to do really. We've spoken a little bit on videos on the bike, but today we're trying a new camera. We've got the GoPro Hero 9 sat on my chin, and we've got the old Hero 3 sat on the fairing in front of us. We're heading off down to Calpe to meet a group of Bikers España riders. I don't know how many there's going to be. Often when we arrange things like this, there's 3 or 4 of us, sometimes there's 10 of us, but more often than not somewhere in the middle. We're still in lockdown, so we're allowed to ride our bikes, but we aren't allowed to go out of the Valencian community, which is the Alicante province, Valencia province and Castellón. So it's quite a big area. We'll post it on the website, and then people come along. Sometimes there's a range of bikes. They tend to be on the sportier side, and we tend to be a little bit more spirited in our riding, but not always. And if you want to tag along, just have a look at the website and let me know. So it's a little bit bright this morning, the sun's a little bit low, you can probably see me squinting, but this helmet I've got on, the HJC i70, has a rather nice sun visor, but I've already tried it very briefly this morning and it's steamed up. It doesn't have an anti-fog coating on it, I don't think, but it's steamed up. Anyway, so we'll just plod along. We're coming through Jalon now, which is the main town in the Jalon Valley, or main village in the Jalon Valley, and we just plod along through here, and then we'll head up towards a little village called Sonica, which is where I used to live. I lived there for about 17 years, the first 17 years in Spain. And the road between here and there may be closed. It's supposed to be having major works done, but we'll go and have a quick look. We've got time on our way. Got to be careful because I don't want to be late to meet everybody else, but see how we go. Okay, so you can see all the vines to the right there, and there's just the whole valley floor's full of them. Obviously it's a bit bright today, so this morning, a bit early. Try and save a little bit of time here and whiz through the back of the village. This is a village of Liber. There's a little back road we can use. Just have to be careful for pedestrians and things. The whole village it's not as narrow as this through the middle, but it's quite narrow. We have traffic lights, so we have to be careful. I think this is going to be one of those funny weather sort of days. We set off in the morning and it's a little bit cold, but very, very quickly it's too warm. I've put my bigger jacket on today and I think I might actually regret it in the end, but we'll see. Once we meet up with everybody else, we'll actually be heading the other way down the coast towards Benidorm, so hopefully we won't suffer quite so much with sunshine. So that little bit we've just gone through, that's the bit they're going to alter. They're going to widen it. As you can see, they actually started doing it years ago, started cutting back the rock, and they've never got around to finishing it. But it's going to be closed for about 3 months, I think. So this is Sonica, where I used to live. This is a newer part of the village that we're just going sort of skirting around the outside. The older part of the village is just on this left turn up here by the grey and white house, and it's quite narrow up there. Lovely little village. So I'm riding the 2008 BMW R1200 GSA. I haven't had it very long, but I bought it in the UK and then rode it back home to Spain and imported it. So it's now on Spanish plates. I've been after one of these for quite a few years. Been looking at GS's probably about 12-13 years, pretty much since this model came out. These were always a little bit expensive, and then the standard GS Rally version, the blue one from 2016-17, can't remember the year now, that one came out, and yeah, that was my favourite. That was really nice. But I still quite fancied the GSA. I quite fancied the extra tank range. It's one thing less to worry about if you're in the middle of nowhere, and I have been in the middle of nowhere even in Spain. On a particular ride on another BMW, I ended up without not seeing a petrol station for about 2 hours, mostly because I was on tiny little back roads. It's possible. I was very worried about running out of juice that day, but a station just appeared as I needed one, which was lucky. Good set of bends those. This is the N332 between Benissa and Calpe, and fondly known as the Calpe bends, that little bit. And when I first moved here nearly 20 years ago, Sunday mornings there were always quite a lot of sports bikes charging up and down the hill. Okay, so we're about a kilometre from where we're going, just to meet up with everybody. We'll see what happens from there. Am I the only one here? That wouldn't be the first time.